Hey folks, I want to continue to look at some verses in First Corinthians with you. Yesterday we talked about chapter 1, verse 18, and we talked about how Scripture is esoteric and it's written for God's people. In the world, they don't understand. They don't understand the truth. They don't understand the wisdom. They can read the Bible and it doesn't mean anything to them. But to us, as Paul said, it is the power of God. And he expands on this truth, this concept, in the second chapter. If you look at verse 11, he says, "For who knows a person's thoughts except the spirit of that person, which is in him? So also no one comprehends the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God." And he goes on in verse 12, he says, "Now we have received not the spirit of this world, but the Spirit who is from God, that we might understand the things freely given to us by God." So here he's explaining what he meant in the first chapter, verse 18, that the reason the world doesn't understand the word and means nothing to them is because they do not have the Spirit of God within them. When we become saved, the Spirit indwells us. And it's at that moment Scripture becomes alive to us, that we understand its truth, its power, its wisdom. But the world does not, and that is because they are exiled from God. They are separated from God. And Paul is saying right here, until you are filled with the Spirit, you are not going to understand the things of God. This is why we do when we can read Scripture and it resonates with us, and it is a truth that we hold dear, that we believe in. It is because we have the Spirit of God within us that is revealing this truth to us, revealing this understanding, teaching, building us up in knowledge. This is what the Spirit does through our reading of the Word.